Hey, it's Matt from Modern Fuel, and this is going to be a video on how to clean out the mechanism of your click pencil. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this apart. I've got another video on how to do that, which I recommend if you're having troubles, but you can see that you can actually get it taken apart pretty quickly once you've done it a couple times. So right now I'm taking out the mechanism so that we can clean it out. Alright, now that I've gotten the mechanism out, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the cone of the mechanism. Now to clean it is the only time you actually need to take it down this far. So right there you can see the clutch and the piece that actually holds the lead. And then I have this metal tube. To get that out, I can try tapping it on something. It may or may not come out. If that doesn't work, the next thing you want to do is just take a piece of lead, and you can usually get that sleeve to come out of the cone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down on it, make sure that there's no lead in there, and you can see as I did that I had this little piece come out, which is actually the shaft that holds the lead. So once I get that out, then what I can do is I can pull out any lead that's in there. And if I can't get that out, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take another piece of lead or a separate piece of lead, and I'm going to use that just to kind of clear it out. So I'll go ahead and go in from the end and push it through. Now when I do that, you can see I've got that piece of lead all the way through. So I know that this shaft is cleaned out and it's ready to go. If I'm in doubt, I can also just tap it and make sure that there's no graphite dust in there. Now I want to make sure that this cone is clean as well, and the best way to do that is just to tap it on the table, make sure that any graphite dust that's in there will come out. And then while we're in here, if you're finding that you're having a hard time getting the lead to feed, what you can do is while this is taken apart, you can actually grip on the brass shaft here and extend that clutch. You're going to slide the metal ring down, and then on these 3 brass leaflets, you're just going to bend them out just a tiny bit. You don't need to bend them out much. And what that'll do is that'll reset the metal, and that way the next time you go to click it, they're going to open up more and allow that lead to come through. It's still going to click back down and hold that lead tight, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, once we've done that, we're going to put it back together. In order to put it back together, we're going to take the pencil shaft and we're just going to slide it into that cone. And it just kind of drops into place there, and that's good enough. Now from there, we're going to put the cone back onto the mechanism. If you want, you can test the mechanism at this point and see if it's going to work. You do want it in a vertical position, and sometimes you're going to need to give it a little shake. And once you do that, you'll be able to learn pretty quickly whether that lead is going to extend out or not. In this case, we were successful, and we can continue with the rest of the assembly. So I'll put the mechanism into the cone. I'll put the cone back onto the threaded end of the pencil body, put the knock in place, use an Allen wrench, tighten down the knock onto the mechanism, and then in this case I'm using an eraser, and now I'm good to go. Thanks for checking out our video. If you have any questions or concerns, or this doesn't work out for you, please reach out to us, support@modernfuel.com.